Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. And if you have a general question, just throw the question in there. If it's a specific question for one of our institutions, please be sure to name the school in your question so they know it's directed at them. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to sign up for additional sessions where you signed up for this one. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week, again, at the same website where you registered for this presentation. We are in session B5. I will use a fake little laser pointer to point out the order of the schools and who will be presenting this evening during this session. All right, well, I've gotten all the administrative stuff out of the way, so I will get out of the way. I will turn it over to our first presenter from Maryville University.
Okay, well, if I can unmute myself, we'd be good, you guys. All right. My name is Dennis Jones. I'm the West Coast Regional Director of Admission for Maryville University. Maryville is an independent private university located about 20 minutes west of downtown St. Louis, Missouri, where not everybody looks like me with a cowboy hat, super metropolitan area, kind of best of both worlds. You don't really feel like you're near a major metropolitan area, but you can be downtown in 15 or 20 minutes. Lake on campus, 60 miles of hiking trails, 2,800 plus traditional undergraduates, average class size around 15. The cool thing is, in that 15 student average class size, we have students from all 50 states, 58 countries, a huge group from the West Coast. Our third most freshmen the last 5 years have come from California, lots of Nevada, Arizona, Washington, Oregon kids, Hawaii. So just a good mix of people. 90 plus academic programs, Division II athletics, 150 clubs and organizations, including men's, women's ice hockey, men's volleyball, esports, men's, women's rugby. We scholarship all of those as well. I love that shot. Just good mix of students, right? That's one of my students, Marie, from just outside of Honolulu, Hawaii. She's a big surfer, and students adapt, right? A little snowboarding behind the residence hall. Most popular programs, direct entry, nursing, PT, OT, speech language therapy, cybersecurity and sports business are probably our most popular business majors. Although with any of our business programs, you can do bachelor's, master's in 5 years, including bachelor's, master's, minor in software development with cybersecurity. Brand new computer science program. You can see the different tracks you can head into there. Criminology, forensic science, psychology majors, art and design majors, game design's blowing up on our campus. We're pretty big in the esports world. We just built a brand new esports facility and then won a national title in League of Legends a couple weeks ago. A little shot of the back of campus. That's like maybe 20% of campus, but taken the end of August, you can see super green, walkable, bikeable, skateboardable campus. We're one of 9 Apple distinguished schools in the entire country. 4,000 plus schools, but only 9 are recognized by Apple for their use of technology in and out of the classroom. All of our traditional undergraduates get an iPad 7th generation with the pencil. You guys know better than me. You can drag in content, do your homework, take notes. We pay for about 100 apps, some by major, some like Quizlet, Notability, things like that. And then I'm gonna show you guys a quick video. Hopefully my Wi-Fi is okay here.
Is this how you experienced a classroom? Uniform rows in rows of desks, a single teacher in the front, you listening and taking notes, more observing than doing. At Maryville University, students learn differently. Here, students are at the center of learning, and every space offers a place to learn. It is active, personal, and supported by the latest technology. Our active learning ecosystem is revolutionizing higher education by focusing on student engagement, doing, making, and interacting with each other and the environment around them. Students actively participate in their learning process. Our life coaches use learning diagnostics to develop a personalized profile for every student, enabling faculty to shape individual approaches to learning. As part of our Digital World program, all on-campus traditional undergraduates receive a free iPad. The device is the delivery system, not only for coursework and materials, but the tool also enables new ways for students to access and capture information, to collaborate, to create, and demonstrate understanding. Faculty integrate the latest technology in state-of-the-art learning spaces like our Cyber Fusion Center, as well as in the field, using tools like specialized apps, virtual reality, and flying drones to bring memorable learning outside the classroom. Equally challenged and supported, students experience curriculum inspired by their future professions and life aspirations. With our revolutionary approach, it's no surprise 97% of Maryville graduates obtain a job in their chosen field within 6 months of graduation. An education at Maryville University results in students prepared with the experience and perspective needed to make an impact wherever their dreams take them.
All right, I'm going to power through the next 90 seconds quickly. So all of our students, also traditional undergrads, we get life coaches. They serve as mentors, help with transition, your academic advisor for the first 2 years. They are awesome. Both my daughters are Maryville students from Oakland, California, and they absolutely love their life coaches. Career success rate, you can see there, 97% grad school, med school, law school, Peace Corps, employed within 6 months of graduation, 30 days for programs like nursing, PT, OT, engineering, cybersecurity, and you can see the national average. Coming Saint, free to apply, transcripts, holistic review, no essays required any longer, letters of rec for certain programs. And our costs will never go up again. Our tuition will never go up. It's been frozen for 5 years. We dropped it by 5% about a month before school started in the middle of a pandemic. We are going to drop it another 15% over the next 3 years. So we are all about affordability and accessibility for students. We're not 100% there yet, but we're getting there. Sneak peek Wednesdays, check those out, maryville.edu/visits. There's virtual visits there. We cut them up pretty short, so they're not super long. You can do a few here and there. And QR code, if you want to scan that in, you can enter your information so you can receive more info from us. And my email is there, and you can find me on my website if you just are on the school website if you type in my name, Dennis Jones, or California. Thank you. Appreciate you listening to me, and I will move off of the screen.
Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it. I want to remind everyone to use the Q&A button to ask questions of our presenters during this session tonight. We're in session B5, and that's the order of our institutions presenting as we move forward. So next up, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Alrighty, well, good evening, everyone. So my name is Ryan Romero. I'm from UNLV. A little bit about myself. I was actually a student at UNLV before I became an admissions counselor. I have an undergrad degree in hospitality. I got a master's degree in higher education. I've been with the university for about 8 years now, and welcome to my virtual room. Got all dressed up, have a nice backdrop for you, so let's go ahead and get started. So a little bit about UNLV. We're different, daring, diverse. We're located right here in the fabulous Las Vegas. And I like to kind of break down what these words mean for you now that you're considering the university. So next, there we go. We currently have 31,000 students joining us from 72 countries across the globe. The bigger the dot, the more students we have coming from that particular country or region. As you can see, United States is our biggest hub. We have students coming from all over the country and the world. Our youngest graduate last semester was actually 17 years old. The oldest was 82. So it's never too late for anyone to come to UNLV. So if you have grandparents, bring them on down. We would love to have them all across the campus. We are ranked nationally as one of the most diverse universities in the country for the past few years, and we're not going anywhere with that. A little bit about different, daring, diverse. Different, this is where the different majors come into play. We have over 300 undergrad and graduate programs ranging from engineering to where they're building a new engineering building. Our hospitality program, which just got a multi-million-dollar grant to incorporate a new restaurant management program into the university. Our med school is completing their first year, their first class in the upcoming year. So I'm very excited to have that. Tons of opportunities where you can continue on from your undergrad to your graduate program and really just go on from there, along with one of our best law programs in the country for Boyd Law. One college I want to go a little bit more into detail with is our honors college. It is a separate college at UNLV. You can be any major you want, have an honors opportunity added on to that as well for smaller class sizes, along with an honors diploma of distinction. So And then the last thing, what was I going to mention? With the, I'm just going to go with that. So the last thing for different daring diverse is daring. These were students daring to make changes on campus each and every day. This is with our campus involvement. So we're a pretty young school. We've only been around for 63 years old. I say that we're young because that's the same age as my mom, and she is literally the same age as UNLV, off by 3 weeks. So happy birthday, Mom. Her birthday is tomorrow. Actually, I don't think she's watching, but still love her. While we are young, we have quite a few traditions. We have a huge event where we spell the letters UNLV on a field with 4,000 to 6,000 students, and we ended up breaking world record a few years ago. So I helped break world records, so you can come to UNLV and I can help you break world record if you want. We have over 400 clubs, ranging from unique ones from the Pizza Enthusiast Club to academic-based ones as well. Athletics, we are a Division I school. We have 17 athletic programs, and we just moved into the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Our first game is actually going to be Halloween, so all students have free tickets to all the games, actually. I'm very excited for you to be able to experience the Raiders Stadium firsthand. It's a free opportunity to go in there. For our support programs, if you don't know what major you want to come in for, totally fine. You can come as an exploring major, where it's very equivalent to what undeclared is, and you can explore your options. It's very good when you go home and your family's like, how's college going? You're like, I'm exploring my options. They're gonna be like, wow, that's so noble. So a lot of opportunities when it comes to support services available for you all. And then campus housing. So if you want to live on campus, this is definitely something available for you. If you live in the state of Nevada, it's not required, but you may want to consider it because of the grants that are available. If you do live outside of Nevada, you are required to live on campus for your first year. I did it. I loved it for the 2 years that I lived on campus. For our admission criteria, you need to have one of the following: either a 3.0 core GPA, or an 1120 in the SAT, or a 22 in the ACT, or an advanced diploma, or a college and career readiness diploma from Nevada. Notice for this, I use the emphasis on the word or. You only need one to be admitted, and test scores are optional for the university. So if you don't have them, you don't need to list them, but they do help out as well. For the UNLV Valley, for in-state, we start off at around 8,000, and then out of state, we start off around 24,000. So for all the in-state students here, you are getting a great savings cost, actually a third of the cost of students out of state. I always say these are starting points. Ways to bring them down is with scholarships. Our main scholarship grid is being redesigned because we want it to be able to be more holistic for you. For this, we are no longer requiring test scores, so we recommend just submitting your application to be considered for everything as soon as you can. Our priority deadline is coming up on November 1st. One deadline or one scholarship you can be considered for is the Millennium Scholarship. So this is a $10,000 scholarship coming from Nevada, going to a Nevada college, and can bring down your tuition to just over $6,000 per year, $3,000 a semester, or just $500 a month. So it's a great savings opportunity. Then the last scholarship I want to talk about is UNLV Tuition Plus, where essentially this can cover most, if not all, of your tuition at UNLV for the 4 years you are going to come to the campus. You just have to submit a FAFSA, and that's all you need to do before November 1st, along with your application. And then some deadlines to keep in mind. So our application does close on our priority deadline is going to be November 1st. So if you're being considered for UNLV at all, please submit an application along with any test scores if you have them, and a FAFSA or an alternative need form before November 1st to be considered for any and all scholarships. Our deadline or our application will remain open until June 1st. So you have time to submit it, but I recommend not waiting because these are deadlines, they're not recommendations. Ways to stay connected with us is on our social media. We have our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter account. We are very active on our social media on Instagram with our IGTV series on all the colleges on the university. We're also going to have tons of virtual events, pretty much 2 a day, for you to check out morning and afternoon to kind of learn about the university more in detail, along with more college. We have college engineering, college hospitality one as well. And that's about it for me. So if you have any questions, connect with your admissions counselor. Thank you. And that is about it for me.
Ryan, thank you very much. I want to remind everyone, if you have questions for our presenters, use the Q&A button. And again, we will continue in our session here, session B5. And the next school to present, the University of Wyoming.
Hi everybody, my name is Riley Trout. I am an admissions representative here in Laramie, Wyoming, where we are located. I'm just going to go over some quick details with you all today, and then we'll talk about admissions process at the end. So to go ahead and get started, I did mention we are located in Laramie, Wyoming, and that's about 45 minutes from Cheyenne, Wyoming. If you're familiar with Denver, Colorado, we're about 2 hours north of Denver, Colorado. Sitting right in between two mountain ranges, so you have great access to the outdoors if that's what you want to get involved in. A little bit about the background about the University of Wyoming. We are sitting at 11,829 students overall. We have about 10,000 students on campus. We have a pretty small student to faculty ratio sitting at 15:1, which also has average class size of pretty small, being 30. Your freshman year, you are going to have smaller class sizes, but not as small as 30. So that average class size is going to be a little bit bigger for your freshman year. For our students, we do have all 50 states and 90 countries representing on campus. This year, we are a little bit different from years in past. Years in past, we have been closer to a 50-50 split in-state and out-of-state. However, this year we are 66 in-state percent and 34% out-of-state students. So that has changed a little bit. Some extra things that you can get involved in on campus. We have 17 men's and women's Division I athletics. We have right around 43 club sports that students can get involved in. These do travel outside the university. And then intramural sports are played inside the university, so you're playing other University of Wyoming students. If you want to get involved in our Greek system, we do have Greek system fraternity and sorority life, and we do have one of the last few fraternity and sorority rows on campus. So you have the option to live in the houses on main campus as well. Fine and performing arts here at the University of Wyoming. If you want to get involved in them, it is a great opportunity for students. Here at UW, students who want to get involved in fine and performing arts do not have to major or minor in music, band, any of our arts. So you can participate in them and still major in something else. Clubs and organizations is another great way to get involved. We have over 300 different clubs and organizations, academic based, but then also social interests as well. Study abroad is another great opportunity for students. We have over 400 areas in which students can choose to go study, and we have lots of different ways, being different times of the semester with faculty members or not. We're going to talk a little bit about admissions. So this year we have decided to go test optional for fall 2021 applicants. So seniors this year is not required for you to submit an ACT or SAT score. We will talk about scholarships here in a second. So this is strictly for admissions purposes only. Also, for admissions requirements, we do require a 3.0 high school unweighted GPA, and this is on a 4.0 scale. And then for your high school curriculum, you see 4 years of English, math, science, 3 years of social science, and 4 years of additional coursework. We are on rolling admissions, so that means you can apply from when we opened up applications in the middle of July all the way up until really the first day of classes. There is a cutoff time being May 1st for any scholarship purposes. So you do need to confirm your enrollment by May 1st to be considered for scholarships. Nursing and pharmacy do have direct admit programs, which applications do need to be in by December 1st, so here in the next couple of months. Our applications, we have 2 different ways students can apply, Common App or a regular University of Wyoming website. Either way, submit your transcripts, test scores if you do have them. If not, they're test optional for this coming up fall 2021, and then also your $40 application fee. For scholarships for out-of-state students, Nevada students, you do qualify for the Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship. You might also be heard at WUI. That is also the WUI scholarship. Children of alumni, so if your parents graduated from UW, that is a different scholarship. And then our Brown and Gold scholarship as well. And our scholarships are being updated right now. So here in the next couple of weeks, if you want to go onto our website, give me a call, shoot me an email. I will give you the most up-to-date numbers for our scholarships for both the Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship and the Brown and Gold Commitment. So there are grids that go along with those. If you need time to look into those, look into our website here in the next couple of weeks, and if you have questions, that's what I'm here for. So here's my phone number, my email. I am available anytime. And then also uwyo.edu is where you can find those scholarships at. And Russ, that is all I have for you, so you can take it over.
Thank you very much, Riley, and appreciate that. And I will share the schedule yet again, just to remind everyone of the order of presentations, and use this as an opportunity to remind everyone to use the Q&A to ask questions of any of our presenters. Up next, we'll hear from Seton Hall University.
All right, thank you, Russ. 1 second, I'll get my slides up here. So hello, everyone. My name is Gina Wright, and I am the Assistant Director of Admissions for students in the Southwest United States at Seton Hall University in South Orange, New Jersey. We are one of the country's leading Catholic universities, and we've been developing students in the mind, heart, and spirit since 1856. We are home to about 10,000 undergraduate and graduate students and offer 90 rigorous majors and programs, and we've been singled out for distinction by Princeton Review, U.S. News and World Report, and Bloomberg Business Week, to name a few. Our 58-acre main campus is located in the quaint suburb of South Orange, New Jersey, about 14 miles west of New York City. And there is a train just 10 minutes down the street in the wonderful town of South Orange. So students do frequently intern in the city and go in for things like Broadway shows, sporting events, and so many other things that we are able to provide for our students. It's important to note that a big reason why students are finding us from the Western United States is for our very long list of dual degree opportunities. These are pathways that take students straight through to their master's or doctorate degree. Some of my favorite options include our joint MD program, our dual law program, which includes pathways through our School of Business, Diplomacy, Political Science, Religion, and Social Work. We also have 2 engineering programs, mechanical and electrical, as well as an artificial intelligence pathway that takes you straight to your master's. We have 5 dual health science options, including physical therapy, athletic training, speech language pathology, occupational therapy, and physician's assistant. We have several business options, dual diplomacy, dual communications, and so many more. Also, we have some really wonderful 4-year options, including a direct entry nursing program and one of the nation's only fintech majors, financial technology. These days, it is the way that the investment world is moving with algo trading and so many other fast-paced investment strategies. And so we are one of 2 schools in the United States offering that program. We're very excited about it. Our business school is top 5% of business schools in the world. We are AACSB accredited for business and also accounting. So, and we do offer a 5-year accounting track as well for students that want to go straight to professional accounting. On this next slide, you'll see some of our popular internship opportunities. Something else that I love about Seton Hall is that we are number 4 in the nation for internships. We have over 17,000 options throughout all of our colleges, and a lot of our students have 3 to 5 by the time they graduate. This has helped put Seton Hall in the top 25 for highest paid graduates, and our students' mid-career earnings are about 50% higher than the national average. It's also important to mention our wonderful leadership program. The Buccino Leadership Institute has been number 1 in the country 5 years in a row and offers our students one-on-one mentorship, extra market research opportunities, and a weekly seminar taught by top professionals from New York City and the surrounding area about how to be a leader in your field of interest. It's also important to note that Seton Hall students really like to have fun. We have over 150 clubs and organizations on campus. Some highlights include our Model UN team Shuna, which was awarded 12th in the nation last year in 2020. Also our debate team, which won over 300 awards in 2019 alone. Our theater program puts on 7 to 10 plays a year. Students can get in front of the camera or behind the camera in the broadcast journalism club. in Pirate TV as early as their freshman year, which is really exciting. Our basketball games are a blast. And speaking of basketball, we have 14 Division I sports teams. Our basketball team actually tied for the regular season championship title last year, so that was very exciting. We also have 22 Greek organizations, and about 20% of our students participate in Greek life. We also have 25 club and intramural sports, and about 50% of our students participate in those. We are a very active campus. We're also about an hour from the beach and an hour from the nearest ski resort. So lots to do, 7 minutes from the nearest hiking trail. So really, again, you have the best of both worlds, both with the outdoors and then New York City being a train ride away. On this next slide, you'll see some of our important deadlines. While you've noticed we do have 4, 2 regular decision, 2 early action, I often recommend to my students to apply by at least early action 2, which is December 15th, because our special scholarship deadline is actually January 15th, which is before our first regular decision deadline. And after you get your regular application in, you can then apply for some of those wonderful special scholarship opportunities. We are test optional for 2021, so if you don't have access to a test, don't worry. The only program that is not offering test optional as an option this year is our Joint MD program, but we can give you a bit of an extension if you are able to get a test at a later time. Also, merit scholarships will be given out to students that apply test optional, and almost all of our special scholarships will be available for test optional applicants. If you have any questions at all, again, my email address is here on the right-hand side. And for coming today, I would be happy to offer you a fee waiver to waive that Seton Hall application fee. So feel free to send me an email and I'll get that over to you. Take care.
Thank you very much. And wanted to leave that up on the screen for a second to make sure everyone could see it. Again, any questions for any of our presenters, please use the Q&A button to ask that. And if it is specific to one school, please make sure you note that in your question. Next up, we'll hear from the representative from Pepperdine Graziadio Business School.
Hi, thank you so much. Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Tiffany Marmolejo and I am the recruitment advisor here at Pepperdine Graziadio Business School. We are located in Malibu, California, and we are a 4-year private Christian university. I also have a special guest for you guys today. Hannah, do you want to say hello?
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Mahuelo. I am the Assistant Director for the Bachelor of Science in Management program at the Graziadio Business School in West LA and fully online.
Perfect, thanks Hannah. We're going to go ahead and talk to you guys today a little bit about Pepperdine. We are here today specifically from the Graziadio Business School, as we mentioned. However, for those of you who are on the call today who are looking into different majors outside, we're also known for our psychology majors, as well as for our performing arts majors. We do have some information on the right-hand side of the column with our colleague Alex Moses over at Seaver College. That would be your traditional two-year transfer university and would be college dorm life as well. So living in Malibu, and it's really awesome and really great. But today, Hannah and I are going to talk to you specifically about a program called the Bachelor of Science in Management. So this program in particular is a 2-year transfer program. So let's say your plans got canceled to go directly to university and you wanted to go to community college first. We would be able to transfer in at least 60 units worth of college credit, and we're also looking for at least 2 years of paid work experience. So this program in particular is great for students who need to work full-time and might be the more untraditional student. So if you have any friends or family members in mind, we'd love to get in touch with them. Hannah, do you want to elaborate a little bit more on this program in particular?
Yeah, so it is specific to transfer students. So if you are not going into a 4-year traditional and you decide to work while you go to school, this is the program that is best suited for you. Like Tiffany mentioned, it is a business degree and it tracks into our 1-year MBA with specific GPA and work experience required. We do get the question, okay, what kind of work experience? Like Tiffany mentioned, any paid work experience that is relevant, that you will include in your resume, is qualified as work experience for us. And Tiffany is going to explain the transfer requirements as far as what we require for transfer.
Perfect. Yeah, so how we mentioned, you can either transfer in from a university itself. However, most of our students are coming directly from a community college. You can see here, these are their transfer requirements. And I know transfer requirements are a little bit daunting for all students because they will differ depending on what schools you're looking at and what schools you'd like to go into. Hannah and I work with you one-on-one to make sure that you're taking the right courses to be able to transfer as soon as possible. So our transfer requirements are shown here. Typical 3 units of English composition. The biggest difference, I think, for our program in particular is the math requirement. So we actually will only require college algebra or college statistics. Most of the business programs you'll be looking at will require business calculus. Again, we take a very practical approach to business. We want to see what you're doing in your real world business careers and applying that to what you're learning. So that's kind of one of the reasons about our majors. In addition to that, for our transfer requirements, we also don't require a lab for your natural science. So you'll be able to take that and be able to transfer in as soon as possible. And last but not least, the elective. So if you're taking English as your second language, if you have military credits, all of those things will transfer in as well. And the best part, I think Hannah and I missed this because we're so passionate about the program, but this program is offered 100% fully online as well. And so you could transfer into Pepperdine if it's been your dream school. You can still do it online, continue living in the Las Vegas area, and of course are more than welcome to come down to Malibu for the graduation ceremony. Hannah, do you want to add anything in regards to transfer requirements?
No, so like Tiffany said, it can be daunting. So part of our job or to help you is to take a look at your transcripts, see if you have the 60 units. If you don't have the 60 units for transfer, then we will help you pick and choose those classes in order to get to the 60 to transfer into our 2-year program.
Oh, and then here it is for you. So what you're looking at is 2 years at a community college, and then you could transfer into our 2-year Bachelor of Science in Management program. Now, there are programs for specific schools where they have what's called TAG. So that's a transfer admission guarantee. So you could be guaranteed admission into our program as long as you have a 2.8 GPA and that 2 years of paid work experience that Hannah was talking about earlier. So keep this in mind. This is a great thing to utilize, especially to have it as a goal as you're moving forward and working through those community college courses. In addition to that, the #1 reason why students choose this program is we have what's called a Scholars Award. So not only are our students allowed to work full-time, most of them work 40 or 50 hours a week, they also go to school in the evening 2 nights a week and 3 Saturdays over the semester. However, when you graduate from this program, if you can graduate with the very bottom right here, the 3.9 GPA, you would have the opportunity to move forward with your MBA in 1 additional year. So technically, by the time that you started your college journey, all the way through your MBA would be a total of 5 years. So we're really excited, and we hope that you guys can take some time to look into our program. I'm going to talk really quickly about scholarships. The scariest part about private schools is that we are always known to be expensive. We do offer up to 57% in tuition scholarships from Pepperdine alone, not to mention additional scholarships that we would have as well on top of your FAFSA. So we can talk scholarships, let's talk transfer. I'll go ahead and leave our information up here. Hannah, you have a quick 10 seconds to say some closing comments for us.
Well, if anyone is interested in Pepperdine University, like Tiffany mentioned, we're here to help you. Just click on our QR codes and it goes directly into our calendars.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. I'll leave the screen up for just a second or two to make sure people can get the information or take a screen grab of it from the screen here. And want to remind everyone, if you have questions for any of our presenters, please make sure to use the Q&A button on your screen to ask questions and name the specific institution if it is a If your question is addressed to a specific school, if it's general, then just go ahead and ask it. Our next presentation will be from Holy Names University.
Hi, everyone. I hope you can see my screen. My name is Gabrielle, and I am an enrollment counselor at Holy Names University. So let's get started in these 6 minutes here. I do want to go over some quick things about Holy Names. We are located in Oakland, California, so up in the Bay Area. If you can see my mouse floating down here at the bottom, this is actually our campus. We're a pretty small, tight-knit community, and the larger half of the picture is really the greater Bay Area in Oakland. So we are centrally located in a wonderful place right across the water in the Bay Bridge from San Francisco, not too far from Silicon Valley, right next to Berkeley, and close to San Jose as well. So we've actually been around for 152 years, so we're very proud of that. We're really happy to be one of the oldest universities in Oakland, and we hope to stick around for a long time. Right here, I have some fast facts about Holy Names and their student body. We have about 960 students in total on our campus. So we are a really tight-knit, really sweet, small community. We also have a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So our classroom sizes will range of average about 13 students per classroom. They can get smaller, they can get slightly bigger. So if you are a student who feels like you love that one-on-one attention, you want to be able to raise your hand in class, you want to get to know your professors, your peers, we're definitely the school for that. And with us being a smaller school, it also means that we have no impacted majors. So I will go over our majors list pretty soon, and all of those majors are non-impacted. So you won't really have to worry about being on the wait list. You won't have to worry about graduating on time. You'll be able to plan out your schedules in sequence and really get your degree within 4 years. So that's a really wonderful, exciting thing about us being Holy Names, us being a smaller community. We are also really proud to be ranked in the top 10 for campus ethnic diversity in the U.S. News and World Reports for the Western region. So we have a lot of students coming from a lot of different places with a lot of different backgrounds. So we're a really wonderful melting pot, and we love the little microcosm of a campus that we have. Right here, I do have our academic programs. We do have quite a few to offer, actually, and our most popular majors are going to be bioscience, business, criminology is really huge for our students this past year, liberal studies, which is the education major, nursing is also really popular, as well as psychology. And again, with our bio and nursing majors, those are top majors at a lot of schools that tend to be impacted. At Holy Names, they are not impacted. So definitely keep that in mind if you want to make sure that you're getting those classes and you're in sequence. We do not have impacted majors. Let me hold this up here. I will move forward just a little bit. Clubs and organizations. With us being a small campus, there's still so much to do for our students. We do have a lot of clubs available here. ASHNU, which you can see at the very top on the side right here, is our associate student body club. So our students are actually holding elections right now, and they're really passionate about empowering voices on campus. So we have that going on. It's creating a lot of excitement for students. We also have BSU, Dance Force, Latinos Unidos, Loud and Proud, and you can also start your own club on our campus, which is something that our students do love. Dance Force is a club I do like to talk about sometimes because it's a club that started as 2 students who just wanted to hang out and dance, and it grew and grew through the years, and now it is actually a 1-unit course on our campus. So that's the kind of change, the kind of legacy our students can leave on our campus because of what we have to offer and how we can just make our students feel really involved and really a part of the community. Moving forward, we are a Division II, competing school, and we are in the Pac West Conference. So we do have tournaments and we do have games over in Hawaii. So some of our students really like that. They can play and compete as a Division II student athlete, and then sometimes go to Hawaii. It's really nice. These are a list of our different sports offered here. Of course, we have club and intramural sports offered as well. Now, financial aid. This is a really good slide. Financial aid at Holy Names University is super accessible. We offer 100% of our admitted students, admitted undergrad students, financial aid packages. So upon being admitted to Holy Names University, you will receive a merit scholarship. And those merit scholarships start at $10,000 a year. So you would get that scholarship. It would renew every year so long as you kept your grades up. And we're really proud to offer that to our students. Now, I know it's October and October 1st has passed, so I do want to remind those seniors that you need to fill out your FAFSA. The FAFSA is super important, not just for Holy Names, but all the schools that presented today. And I do mention that in my presentation because the FAFSA is really important for your need-based scholarship at HNU. You have the opportunity of receiving an HNU award, which is based off of your FAFSA, that can be stacked on top of your merit scholarship. So there's an opportunity for 2 scholarships for you at Holy Names University that can be stacked on top of each other. Just make sure you fill out your FAFSA. And then we also have talent-based scholarships for those student athletes, like I'd mentioned previously. If you are recruited by a coach, then you have the opportunity of potentially receiving an athletic scholarship. Let's move forward here. I just want to go over the application pretty quickly. We are available on the Common App, and we are also available on our website, which is hnu.edu/apply. And the really wonderful thing about our application is it is completely free. So our application is completely free, and it's very simple. We are test optional this year. So for students who are applying for fall of 2021, we are test optional. Please apply with our free application. I'm going to move forward here and leave up my contact information right here. The phone number there is my work cell phone, so students are more than welcome to text me if they have questions. Email is fine too. And I also quickly want to plug our HNU_admissions Instagram for more tips and tricks. All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much. I want to thank everyone for presenting this evening and for everyone for attending this session. And want to remind everyone quickly that when you close this window, you'll have a link to a very quick 4-question survey. Appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for additional sessions in about a week. You'll be able to find the session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at the same place you signed up for this session this evening. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to ask each of the representatives. We've got about 2.5 minutes, so not really a lot of time to do a round robin on questions, but we could do a quick round robin in the order that we presented it. Don't worry, I'll remind everyone what that was. Just to share your contact information very quickly in case people want to follow up with more questions. And we'll start with Maryville if you are ready to do that.
Yeah, contact information. I can't show my.
Oh, hold on. I'll get you back on.
It doesn't.
Try it again now. If you're trying to put your video up.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not working. But you know what? Dennis.jones@maryville.edu, and really just search Dennis Jones or California. We have a California webpage. I'm based, like I said, in Oakland. So, and by the way, I'm an HNU graduate. So there you go. But you can find me on the website pretty easy.
Okay. University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
There we go. Hi, everyone. So best way to contact us is going to be unlv.edu/admissions/counselor. It's the best way to find the admission counselor that works best for you in your particular area, whether you're in state, out of state, and we'll be able to connect you right there. So let's go to unlv.edu/admissions/counselors. Thank you.
Thank you. University of Wyoming.
Here's my contact information. There is an admissions website that you can go to. If you go to uwyo.edu and then /admissions will get you to our admissions main website. So.
Sounds good. Seton Hall University.
All right, give me 1 second here and I will pull it up again. So here again is my contact info. I am the counselor that works with Nevada students and California students. So if I saw there was someone here from California as well, so feel free to reach out if you have questions. Happy to share our virtual resources link with you as well. I think it might be too long to write down. So feel free to reach out.
Sounds good. Pepperdine Graziadio Business School.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and share our information as well. This is Hannah and my information. Feel free to use the QR code to book time with us directly. Both of our email addresses are there. And even if you're not interested in business, we can always forward you on to Seaver College and make sure you get a correct contact for that. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you. And last but not least, Holy Names University.
Thank you guys. Here is my screen here with my contact information. Please feel free to text me or email me. I'm more than happy to speak with students. Shout out to Dennis for being an HNU alum. That's wonderful. I'm actually a Pepperdine alum, so it's all a network here, guys. And I thank you guys so much for allowing these counselors to join you today. And thank you, Russ, for facilitating. That's my contact information right there.
Sounds good. Well, thanks to each of you for presenting and to, again, sharing all of your information, including ways that students can contact you. A reminder to everyone, sign up for other sessions where you signed up for this one. And again, this session was recorded, so if you want to come back and review any of the information, you can find it in about a week where you signed up for this session at that same website. Again, thank you to all of our representatives tonight. Have a great evening. Take care.
Take care, everyone. Bye.